cops in San Francisco are doing these bait bike tricks in order to catch thieves who have been stealing bikes in the city. Now, a number of liberals are actually really upset about this, and this is one of the stories that kind of sets us apart from other liberals, because I actually think that it is a great idea. So let me tell you exactly what they're doing. They're basically placing these bikes with GPS tracking all throughout the city, and of course they're locking them up. And then people will try to steal them. And after they do steal them, the authorities use the GPS tracking to find them, and then they arrest them. Now, a lot of them can be charged with felonies depending on how expensive the bike is. There are some bikes that are as much as $10,000.
Yeah.
Which is bananas.
Yeah. Well, you gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Right.
Yeah.
And these aren't motorized bikes. We're talking about bicycles.
Bicycles, like your grandfather once rode.
So a lot of people that live in the San Francisco area are happy about this because they feel like it's a really big issue. But others think that this is just a way of entrapping poor people. So one person wrote, in a city in which inequality is greatly increasing, in which those outside the tech industry are struggling to pay rents and deal with increasing cost of life, and in which flushed money tech employees are buying more and more expensive bikes. The article says that they can cost as much as $10,000, as I said. Those people are luring people to steal them by intentionally using bait bikes so expensive that the people tempted to steal them can be charged with felonies. So in this case, I feel like he is needlessly fusing two different issues together. Are poor people getting pushed out? Or let's say middle class people getting pushed out of San Francisco? Yes. Is that a problem? Sure. You know, that's something that should be talked about. But that doesn't justify someone stealing a bicycle.
Yeah. Well, so yes, I agree. I don't care if I saw a gold bicycle. I'm not gonna try to get away with it. But I mean, realistically, there are some people who would be law-abiding under Condition A who won't be under Condition B. I would prefer to keep them under Condition A. And I think I'm not totally against the idea of doing the bait bikes, especially because, as they point out, bike thefts are way up over just a few years ago.
Bike theft has increased 70% in the past 5 years and now results in $4.6 million worth of losses annually. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And so I'm not blanket against the bait bikes. I understand that it's sort of similar to entrapment in some way, but people still they're not obligated to break the law. But specifically choosing ones that look super expensive and are made of carbon fiber or something like that, so that they can then get them for a felony, that seems oddly manipulative. I don't think that they need to be doing that. Yeah,
I think that's probably the most questionable part of what they're doing. But again, I really don't have an issue with bait bikes. You should do the right thing. I understand that poverty is an issue. We talk about that on the show all the time, and we need to change the system to, help these people. But at the same time, just because you're poor, it doesn't mean that you can go around stealing people's property. That's absolutely wrong. That's not the right way to deal with the situation.
Yeah. As I was pointing out in our production meeting this morning, I read a study once of a city, I believe it was in Europe, that had major bike theft problems. And so what they did was they did a little psychological trick where in the wall behind where these bicycles were, they put a painting of a cop. And so apparently people thought of cops as they approached the bikes, and bike thefts went down between 60 and 70%. So that's one thing maybe San Francisco should look into.
Definitely.